Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. And in today's video, I wanted to share with you 7 tips for selling DVDs on Amazon. If you've been following my channel, then you know I love flipping items like DVDs on Amazon. I also flip a lot of other products as well, like books, board games, video games, toys, all different types of items. But DVDs hold a very special place in my heart. And I think there's a bunch of different reasons why, I love flipping DVDs. To name a couple, number one is they're easy to ship, they're small, they're lightweight, they're inexpensive to ship. A lot of people think that items like DVDs and books are trash, they're not worth a lot of money. But, I'll tell you right now, I've sold thousands of them. Matter of fact, when I started flipping items from eBay to Amazon back in 2021, 2022, that first year, I had sold and flipped about 8,000 DVDs from eBay to Amazon. And I'll tell you right now, DVDs, they sell fast, they're very profitable, and I'll kind of break down some tips to be able to help you guys to get started if you've never flipped a DVD or maybe you want to start flipping more DVDs. So tip number one, when it comes to flipping DVDs, especially if you want to go after, the DVDs that are going to make you $10, $15, $20 profit and actually sell within a month or two, I would say stick to the sales rank of 125,000 in the movie category, right? Same with CDs as well. Stick to 125,000 rank or less. Now, you can flip items that are 150, 250, even over 300,000 rank in the, the CD, DVD category. But a lot of times those are going to be known as like long tail, slower selling type items. So if you want your items to flip, within a month or 2 months or maybe 3 months, I would keep it under 125,000. I say in a lot of my videos, 30 to 80,000 sales rank is my sweet spot. And, just beware. This is tip number 2. Beware of counterfeits, okay, when it comes to DVDs. And that's, when you get under, I would say 10 to 20,000 rank in the movie category, especially if you're buying items, from eBay or Facebook Marketplace, even thrift stores, right? It becomes a lot higher likely chance that an item is counterfeit if it's less than 10 to 20,000 rank. Matter of fact, if you guys want to learn more about how to prevent buying counterfeit bootleg DVDs, I've created a whole entire guide. It's a beautiful slideshow. I did a ton of research. This is the actual guide that my team uses to buy DVDs every single day. It's 100% free. I'll put a link down below in the description area and you can check that out and go through it, because there's a lot of different things to be aware of when it comes to flipping DVDs in terms of it being bootlegged or counterfeited. Same with books, right? I should write a whole entire guide about counterfeit books. But yeah, check the link down below if you want to be able to avoid counterfeits. A couple tips I would say: stay away from DVDs less than 10, 20,000 rank if you really don't know what you're doing. Stay away from DVDs that are selling 30, 40, 50 times per month if you're looking on SellerAmp or you're seeing just like an insane amount of drops on Keepa and you're like, this thing is so popular. Many times Amazon will be on the listing. There might not be many sellers on it. It's just a really, really hot, fast seller. It's new. You might even see them at Best Buy if Best Buy sells DVDs anymore. So, typically I would say when I'm flipping DVDs, most of my DVDs are only selling 1 to 10 times per month. I go after the DVDs that are a little bit slower selling. The good thing is, even though it might only sell 1 or 2 times a month, many of these items, you can't find them at the stores. They're not at Walmart. They're not at Best Buy. They're discontinued. They're, vintage in nature. And sometimes you'll only find 1, 2, 3, 4 other FBA competitive sellers, which means even though it only sells a couple times a month, there's a good chance if you price the item competitively or have a good repricer or just overall you're a competitive price on Amazon, especially if you're FBA, maybe everyone else is a merchant, that buy box is going to rotate and you're going to make sales. So tip number 1, stick to sales ranks under 125,000, 30 to 80,000 rank is a sweet spot. And tip number two, beware of counterfeits. Again, get the free guide down below. Tip number 3, new DVDs. I love flipping new DVDs. Start flipping DVDs that are new. Again, if you are going to be flipping new DVDs, make sure you don't go after the super popular stuff that has a 200 rank in DVDs. Those things you're just likely, you're much likelier to get like an IP complaint or a counterfeit. And it's much more likelier, I don't know what words I'm using interchangeably right here. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you're going to flip new DVDs, don't go after the super popular ones. Go after the ones that are 50,000, 70,000, 80,000, 100,000 rank. Make sure as well that if you are going to be flipping an item as new, that you're not doing what a lot of these eBay sellers do, which is they list the item on eBay as new, but the seal is completely ripped off. And maybe, there's no seal, maybe they've never used it or played it, but it has to be brand new sealed in the plastic. If it has the little barcode along the side, that's even better, right? If it has a Best Buy or a Walmart sticker, even better. You can leave that there, right? But new DVDs have to be brand new sealed, okay? So don't sell like new or opened CDs, DVDs as new. If they're not new, that's the easiest way to get a strike on your account, okay? So new DVDs, they flip fast. They flip very fast, a lot faster, in my opinion, than used DVDs, okay? Also, there's a lot less, work you have to do, a lot less inspection. You don't have to, make sure that it's working. You don't have to make sure it's not all scratched up. You don't have to make sure that all the DVDs are in there if it's a DVD set. I love flipping new DVDs. That's all I flip. I don't even flip used anymore. And they flip fast, okay? So consider flipping new DVDs. Number 4, if you're only sourcing DVDs from library sales or thrift stores or consignment stores, garage sales, pawn shops, another great place to source DVDs, you don't have to stop doing that. But if you want to be able to find really good DVDs that flip for $15, $20, $30, $40, if you want to put your money to work, you are going to have to spend a little bit more money on eBay, but there's hundreds of thousands of deals. I'm sure you guys have heard of the software that I developed. It's called Replen Catcher. I'll put a link on the screen. This is the tool that I use to source all of my DVDs, and it's really easy to find DVDs on eBay to flip on Amazon. You don't need a list. You don't need a Replen's list. You don't have to upload all of your sales or storefront stock. Literally log into Replen Catcher, choose the category, movies, right, DVDs, choose your ROI. Maybe you want a 30, 40% ROI. Choose your profit. You could even choose like the sales rank, less than 125,000 rank, maybe 1 to 10 sales, and just hit search. And Replen Catcher is literally tracking over 230,000 DVDs on eBay. And literally every couple of minutes, it's just tracking and it's looking on eBay to see if that title's available, and it's comparing the price to Amazon. And if it meets your filter criteria, then guess what? You can pick it up and flip it on Amazon. But another quick tip, if you're flipping from eBay to Amazon, you're sourcing on eBay, put your ROI a little lower, down at 15, 20, 25%. Why? Because if a DVD comes up at 15 or 20% on eBay and they have a best offer option enabled, you could literally, have a DVD that's priced at $15 and that's only a 20% ROI. Maybe you need to get it at $10 for it to be a 45% ROI. Make a best offer. More often than not, if you make a reasonable best offer on eBay, they're going to accept it, because a lot of these eBay sellers are selling stuff from around their house or from garage sales, or they're, buying pallets. They just want to get their money back and, make their 300-400% ROI. And then you could flip it and make your 40, 50, 60% ROI leveraging FBA, doing a lot less work and, leveraging your capital. So source from eBay, check out Replen Catcher. I'm telling you, it is an absolute game changer. And you could also upload all of your best DVDs that you've sold in the past to Replen Catcher, and they'll monitor those specific ones for you, all of your replens, which is even better. And there's some other features that Replen Catcher offers in terms of monitoring and managing your replens. But yeah, I'm telling you right now, source new DVDs from Replen Catcher. You could also, go after used, but I think new is the best. Tip number 5, if you're flipping new DVDs, like I had mentioned before, they do have to be new, they do have to be sealed, but a lot of times what people will do is they'll find a new DVD that's selling for 50, 60 bucks. Believe it or not, I flip a lot of DVDs for 50, 60 bucks, 100 bucks, $150. I've shared them on this channel before. But sometimes people will pass on a DVD because, maybe a little part of the seal is ripping off, or maybe there's a tiny little mark or something, right, on the DVD, and they're like, oh, this thing isn't new, I can't flip it anymore. Just go onto Amazon, pick up like a suffocation warning sticker, right? Just like a little square sticker that's like a suffocation warning, and just stick it over it, right? Just cover it up. Of course, you don't want to do anything that is like, extremely unethical, right? Where like it's a huge damage, it's smashed up, the DVD could be affected. Like, I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm just talking of like the seal is coming off a little bit. You could even get the little transparent circular stickers that are clear, see-through, and just stick that over it. It's not a big deal. I've sold thousands of them, unless it's like a really high-end, $100 plus DVD, or it's a collectible DVD. Maybe you don't want to be messing around with it and putting stickers over it. But I've done this many times, more often than not. Nothing ever happens. I've never had anybody reach out or have an issue because of it. At least I haven't heard of it. But, I think too many people get caught up in the condition like way too much. And of course, you don't want to sell used as new and new as used, but little things like that you can get away with. This was actually a question that I had received recently on Facebook, and that was the answer that I gave. All right, tip number six, focus on DVDs with Amazon not on the listing, okay? When you're buying from thrift stores, garage sales, from eBay, from different locations or sources where you don't have invoices, you've got to fly under the radar, right? So, when Amazon's on the listing, typically it's a faster selling item. Those listings tend to have a higher chance of getting an IP complaint, of getting a counterfeit complaint. They're faster selling. The brands are paying attention. The brand could be on the listing. And also when Amazon's on the listing, typically they don't play very nice. They tank the prices when you compete against them. And a lot of times they don't share the buy box as much, which means you could have an item that is a fast seller and it doesn't sell and you're wondering why, and it's because Amazon's not sharing the buy box. So when it comes to flipping DVDs, most of the DVDs I flip, 99.9% of them, Amazon's not on the listing. They're selling 1 to 10 to 14 times per month, give or take. I'm not selling the DVDs that are 6,400, 250 rank, 11,000. Very, very, very few of them. I'm selling DVDs that are discontinued. Amazon's not on the listing. They're not super popular, and they're not a huge threat. Especially, like I said, if you're sourcing from eBay or from thrift stores or from garage sales or selling stuff around your house or pallets, Amazon's not going to take those invoices, so you definitely got to play it safe. And tip number 7, go after higher ticket DVD flips. Now, again, I know if you're going to thrift stores or library sales, or you're at a flea market, you get what you can get, right? You source what you can source. But I wouldn't buy items even from thrift stores if they're going to make less than $5 profit, or else you're just buying yourself a job. That's the best part of sourcing from eBay using a tool like Replen Catcher, or just sourcing manually on eBay yourself by just going in and typing in the UPC or the title and filtering it, or you could set up like saved eBay searches if you want. It does take some more work. But the thing with eBay is you can make best offers, so you can literally engineer deals out of thin air. You can really cherry pick and focus on higher end items that, flip for $70, $80, $100 plus, which I flip all the time. I've showed it in my videos over and over again. You might think that DVDs are junk and nobody buys them and they're not worth anything, but you would be dead wrong, right? It's the same with books. Like, obviously, like if you go to a thrift store, 97% of the books are going to be junk. But, 3% of those books, 5%, 7% of those books could sell for $30, $40, $50, $100. It's the same with DVDs, right? DVDs and books, most people think like, oh, it's digital, it's outdated. Who wants that junk anymore? The only thing I would say doesn't sell that well on Amazon is like VHS tapes. But Thrift School, if you guys follow Thrift School on YouTube, he's got a good channel. He swears that he flips them, but I don't think he's flipping high ticket stuff for $50, $60, $70. I'm sure there's a market for, some of the Barneys and whatnot, but if you're trying to flip DVDs that really make you some good money, $10, $15, $20, $30 profit, go after the $50, $60, $70, $80 items. And matter of fact, I'll give you a quick little tip. If you're flipping DVDs, maybe you find something at a thrift store that sells for like 60 or 70 bucks. Go into Keepa and look at all the other sellers who are on the listing, and then go into their store. I don't know if you know this, but you could actually go into somebody's store through Keepa and you could download their entire store and you could filter it. So say, for example, you find Jimmy John's store, and you could go in, find their store, go in through Keepa, and then you could select a category. So maybe Jimmy John has 300 DVDs in their store. You could filter those DVDs by, DVDs that are selling for over $40 new. You could download the whole entire list of those DVDs. You could even filter the ranks, the number of monthly sales. You could download that list into a CSV file, and then you could directly upload it to Replen Catcher, and you could be tracking and monitoring those DVDs. Now you might be thinking, well, Steve, Replen Catcher is already tracking and monitoring over 250,000 DVDs. Why would I do that? Well, the truth is, Replen Catcher can't track everything. There's hundreds of millions of products on Amazon, and there's hundreds of thousands, and there's probably millions of DVDs. I don't know exactly how many DVDs are out there, but there's probably millions. Replen Catcher's not tracking them all. So if you could go storefront stock, or you can upload, various ASINs of DVDs that you flipped before, there could be a good chance Replen Catcher's not tracking and monitoring it inside of the live stream, where you can just type in the ROI and the profit and search without having a list. But you could upload your own custom list which, you know, I'll be honest with you, that makes Replen Catcher so powerful. There's not another software out there that you can do that from eBay to Amazon. I don't even know if other softwares do that with online arbitrage. That's what makes Replen Catcher so powerful. So go after the higher ticket flips. So to recap, number one, stick with sales ranks under 125,000 rank. If you're looking for faster flipping items, of course, that's a general rule. You can go over that. There's exceptions to the rule. Number two, beware of counterfeits. Anything under 10, 20,000 rank, you got to be very careful. There's a bunch of different things to look out for. I'll put a link down below. Sign up for the free guide to learn how to avoid counterfeits. There's a lot to know, but I put it in a really beautiful presentation that I gave my team, and now I'm going to share it with you. Number three, go after those new DVDs. Yes, you can flip used. You can flip used all day long, but what I found with the new is they sell faster, they sell for higher prices, and there's a lot less work with inspecting, a lot less returns. I love flipping new DVDs. Number four, source from eBay. Check out Replen Catcher. If you use the code Replen10, it'll save 10% at checkout for you. Go give it a try, free 14-day trial. I'm telling you right now, if you don't make 4, 5, 6 months worth of what the subscription costs per month, which I think it's at like $26 a month after the code, or $27. If you can't make 4 to 5 to 6 times that within your free trial, then just cancel it. But I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of money to be made. Use a suffocation warning to hide up a little imperfection. Again, nothing too crazy. You don't want to be, you know, obviously scamming or ripping people off, but a little imperfection, put a little sticker over it, it'll be fine. You're not going to have any problems. Number six, focus on DVDs without Amazon on the listing. And number seven, go after those high ticket flips. I love flipping DVDs for $60, $70, $80, $100. Obviously, they're not as common as the DVDs that you're going to flip for 15, 20, or 30 bucks, but just like textbooks, there's hundreds of thousands of textbooks you can sell for over $100. Probably not as many DVDs, but you know, there's thousands. I've sold a lot. I've made videos on this channel. Just go back on my channel and look at, you know, 5 DVDs I sold, 10 items I sold. I make a bunch of videos like that, sharing my exact items, showing my eBay purchases, showing my Amazon order invoices, so you know that I'm not full of it. But there's a lot of deals out there, guys. DVDs are a great item to add to the mix, especially if you're just selling books. Add DVDs. Go to christianbook.com, get ungated, grab your invoice from christianbook.com, upload it, get ungated. Sometimes it'll take 4, 5, 6 times depending on the Amazon rep that you've got. But go after those DVDs. There's so much money to be made. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. With that being said, much love, appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.